All right, well, a phone call interrupted my video. That's the thing about filming on the cell phone. That's the drawback, is like phone call, it ends the video. I actually don't like that. I wish could keep rolling and you could just be an option to like, oh, end video and take call, or like just let it ring, or like decline call and keep recording, but whatever. Anyways, we need to try to band together. We're a community. It's on us. In projects where the team is very centralized, like with Ethereum, just for example, there's, it's a decentralized project, but there is the Ethereum Foundation. Like, okay, they got a lot of funds. There's a very organized team, the Ethereum Alliance, and a lot of people, a lot of people don't want to be a part of the community, don't want to have to do anything, Like, a lot of people might hear swap as a community project. Like, we see it in the community as a really good thing. Like, man, yeah, the real vision of crypto, like the real decentralized thing, But some people really do want a centralized team, so it's like they can just buy the tokens, the team does the work, hypes up the marketing, pumps the price so that they can just dump. A lot of people want that, and people will come into the Discord and be like, dude, what's being done? Like, the price is shit, the project is dead. It's on us as a community, though. Like, whether we live or die. And I say, like, I'd like us to have, like, I'm going to try to document 2020 as much as I can. And ideally, it would be the whole decade, but that's, like, thinking really far out in the future. But if we could have, like, a decentralized, because this right here, this video I'm making right now, it's like a documentary snapshot. It's a documentary, historical, manifesto, declaration. You could call it anything. Communication, there's all these different labels for human communication. It really could be called anything. But I'm documenting, like, I am invested in Swap. I'm invested in the community. I believe in it. It's based on faith, faith in the project. And if it's a community coin, it means I have to believe in myself. I have to believe in us. We have to believe in us. We have to do the work. And, the price is going to do what the price is going to do. But if we could have a decentralized conversation about some things, we need to band together as privacy coins and a privacy community. I think it would be really cool if we had a section of the Swap site, and we would have to have community conversations to even come to a consensus, right? Because that's what crypto is all about, like the consensus algorithms. But like, let's start working on the actual non-monetary and like the non-technological, like the actual social consensus between human beings outside of the technology. Have a decentralized conversation, right? Like this video right here, it functions as a decentralized profile and an update, status update, post. It functions as many things. I don't trust Facebook. I don't trust any of the social media. I need to make a BitChute account. Like, we need to try to support, not uncensored platforms as much as we can. But this is my third video now. It could have all been one video, I guess. But the phone call interrupted it at one point. But yeah, if we could have a conversation on this is what I was going to say. We would have to, as a community, on like encryption, PGP, Tails, like actual other technologies. If we could arm ourselves as individuals, as operatives in this reality, trying to survive against a predatory, messed up system that is like a vampire, just trying to screw us and keep us down. If we could, you talk about, what is the best operating system? What is, if we could have like a tutorial, and this is, that's something I could do, really. It would take work. A tutorial on setting up Tails. PGP, right? If we could have PGP signatures and start, and it's more work, of course, it's more work, like encrypting a PGP message, but like, if we could start putting into practice in a regular basis some of these privacy related things to preserve our freedom and to stand up against the system. That's what I like about Swap so much, is like, we're not a narrative, we're not a Ripple or like a Bitcoin, trying to stay compliant with the system. It's like, no. And I can't speak for the way you see the world, but I have a feeling that those of us invested in a privacy currency, like, if you trust the government and you're like, oh yeah, I voted in the elections and they'll figure stuff out, you're not going to care. If you trust the CIA and the NSA, you don't care about a privacy coin. It's like, oh, who cares? I have nothing to hide. Those of us who care about maintaining our privacy in financial transactions, I kind of will make an assumption that we don't trust this. Most of us don't trust the system. So, yeah, let's have a conversation. Let's cover topics. Another idea I have no idea what the logistics of it are. If we could have an Onion site, like a Tor, like Swap XWT, and then I know it randomly generates like a bunch of other characters, .onion. That would be awesome, man. Like, if we could really, if we could have like a forum system on the ClearNet site as well, and have like a separate Onion site. There's a lot of stuff we could do. There's a Onion, I'm not going to say the name of it, but there is kind of an Onion Reddit that a lot of people use for the darknet and for drugs. But maybe we could make our own, like, page, our own on that. Like, if Swap could exist as a community, as like a unit, where it's like a unit for privacy in general, for freedom, with resources for any human being to access and learn about, PGP, encryption, Tails on a USB drive, all this stuff, whatever encrypted messaging apps on phones. If we could start putting that into practice as a community, and man, there's a lot. I need to write it. I need to like make a checklist of all the ideas, really, or something. But anyways, something to think on. Hope you guys are having a good day. I hope the rest of your day is good as well.